What's happening, guys and girls? Acrinator here, and welcome to another episode of World of Warcraft Dungeon Overview. Man, it's been a while since the last episode for this series. Unfortunately, life's been a bit crazy the past few months with final exams and the holidays. Regardless, today we'll be taking a look at the Blood Furnace. I'll be going through it with my Havoc Demon Hunter you see here, so with that being said, let's dive straight into it. If you recall from the previous episode, Illidan has teamed up with the Fel Horde in order to capture the Pit Lord Magtheridon and keep him trapped underneath Hellfire Citadel. The Blood Furnace is where the Fel Horde harvests the demon's blood in order to produce even more Fel Orcs. When the Orcs first drank Manaroth's blood prior to the First War, their skin turned from brown to green and their eyes turned red. An unnatural bloodlust and obsession for war came as the price for such unbridled power. Now the Fel Horde, many of whom have already taken the demonic pact once, are empowered even further. The Orcs' bodies are twisted and turned red, growing larger tusks, some with spikes jutting out of their shoulders, backs, and arms. If nothing is done to stop them, Illidan's forces will conquer the whole of Outland. The Blood Furnace is a level 58 to 70 dungeon with level 70 heroic mode, located in the Hellfire Citadel dungeon hub in the center of Hellfire Peninsula. Just like the Hellfire Ramparts dungeon we covered last time, you're probably going to have to fight a few trash mobs while making your way to the entrance. Regardless of which faction you're on, you're likely to come across Hellboars and a few Fel Orcs along the way. Getting to the entrance for this one will be a bit trickier than it is for Hellfire Ramparts or the Shattered Halls. The only way to get there without flying is to head to the southern side of the Citadel. For the Alliance, that should be easy enough, since Honorhold is already in the south, but the Horde will have to cross the bridge to the opposing faction's side. Once you're at the southern bridge leading to the main part of the Citadel, head west towards the edge of the southern border wall. You should see a wooden siege tower looking structure. Go up to that. These are stairs that'll bring you to the top of the wall. From there, you just follow the path directly to the dungeon entrance. Assuming you're not drunk, you shouldn't have any difficulty navigating the path. The Maker is a Moarg demon who defected from the Legion to work for Illidan. He has been tasked with helping to speed up the production of the Fel Orcs, and has recently been experimenting on ways to speed up the demonic transformation even further. You'll find the Maker in this wide open room, filled with a lot of trash mobs. The first thing you want to do is take out the packs of trash first, since they're only going to get in the way if they're allowed to live. This is because the Maker has a knock-up ability, which can make dealing with aggro a bit messy if you didn't clean up things before starting the encounter. The other thing to be aware of is that the Maker can take control of a random player for 10 seconds. There's no way to interrupt this, so you just have to save your stuns and roots for this mechanic. I know it'll be tempting, but I'm asking you to please not kill your teammates. Brogok is an observer demon that's sworn loyalty to Illidan. Its task is to make sure that none of the orcs are having second thoughts about their allegiance to the Lord of Outland. In order to start this fight, you'll need to pull the lever near the far entrance of the boss room. Once started, waves of Fel Orcs will spawn and charge the players. Specifically, you'll need to kill 4 waves of brutes before the gates open, letting the boss enter. There will be a few trash mobs in the room as well, though you don't have to kill them before pulling the lever. Since you're going to be taking out more trash anyways, it shouldn't matter all too much. Once you engage the boss, just make sure that the tank is facing away from the rest of the group. It has a few directional poison-based abilities that are really easy to avoid. Melee will just have to keep an eye out for a pool of poison on the ground. Kellydan is an orc warlock who was handpicked by Illidan to ensure that Magtheridon would not break out of his prison. From his chamber, just above the Pit Lords, Kellydan casts spells to trap the Annihilon. When starting the fight, you'll have to take out all of the Shadow Moon channelers standing around the boss. Only after the last one is killed does Kellydan join in. The only significant thing to remember is that Kellydan will occasionally cast Banish on himself, making him immune to damage for a short while. During this brief period of invulnerability, he'll also cast Fire Nova. This damages all players within 20 yards, so casters should be sure to stay on the far end of their casting radius. The tank and meleeers should just stay close as long as the healer can keep up with everything. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I hope to be getting back to making these episodes more frequently in the future. If you did like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more like it, maybe even subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Links for my social media and whatnot are in the description below. And as for the comment question, do you think it was a good idea to kill the one person keeping Magtheridon occupied without so much as a plan to deal with the Pit Lord? I mean, we do kill him in the end, but still, could have thought that one through a bit more. Anyways, that's all the time I've got for today, so until next time, don't die.